Hi, this is Julie, Julie's Kitchen and Stuff. Thanks for watching my tiny cooking channel. Today we wanted to make the Philly cheesesteak versus Arby's Big Montana Copycat, which is my favorite Arby's thing. So recently we started making the, Big Montana Copycat, and we really liked it. It was so super easy. But we also, of course, love Philly cheesesteak. So we thought it would be fun to just kind of make both and see which one's better. So the peppers really are the best part about the Philly cheesesteak, I think. And so chop those up. Preheated the pan here, so you could just put in the olive oil and get it going right away. This takes about 8 minutes on medium. It might have been faster if I had stuck a little of the hot water in there. I like to keep hot water in the kettle on the stove all the time on the warming burner, and I use it for so much stuff. So I do actually do that near the end because it's taken a while to cook. I was glad that I had the clock from the stove in the background because that made it easy for me to reference back and see how long it actually took for each step. Because usually I just kind of go with the flow and I don't really keep track of how long each step takes. So I think I'm going to keep doing that. And then it's easier to kind of put in the video how long each step was taking, since some of it I speed up and the really boring parts I just kind of pause. So these guys turned out really good. I wanted them to be kind of soft, but also have those dark brown spots on them because we like both. Not too limp and sloppy. This step probably takes the longest. So the Big Montana was like super fast. It's like 5 minutes. It was, if I didn't have to do the, peppers too. But the Philly cheesesteak one takes a little bit longer, but truly it's still fast to make. So, especially if I had put some water in there and put the lid on it at the beginning, I think it would have actually cooked up faster. I think I'll try that next time. And so I used to really hate to toast bread because I don't like buttering bread and toasting it because the butter would always break up the bread because it was like never warm enough. So I started just putting the butter in the hot pan, and it works so awesome. Like for grilled cheese too. If you're making a grilled cheese sandwich, then I just put the cheese in there and then the butter is in the pan, so you don't have to butter the bread and have the bread start tearing apart. So here I put the lid on because then the bread gets soft because it gets warm in there. The bottom gets toasted. It just works out perfect. And it only takes literally 2 minutes because that's what the clock said. I don't know why that one piece needed a couple more seconds. All stoves cook different, I guess. Also, the handle sticking out from the stove like that. I don't have little kids walking around the house, so I don't have to worry about that. I usually don't cook with the handle sticking out like that because if you have small children in the house, they can walk up there and be like, oh, what's that thing? And pull it down and pull the hot food on themselves. So you never want to actually do that if you've got little children walking around. Everybody probably knows that already. But. So here I turned off the heat, which I do here, but if you want the meat to be pinker, then at this stage, you would just take the pan and slide it to the left or slide it to a colder burner because the heat in that pan is enough to just warm the meat and melt the cheese. That fresh mozzarella, it melts so easy. And so I moved it over a little bit later. So mine didn't turn out as pink as it normally does because I forgot to take it off the burner right off the bat. It was still super good though. I put that in the words too, in case anybody watches it without the sound on. cool thing I just recently learned, I didn't know you could buy Arby's horsey sauce. At the store. I saw it recently at the store and I'm like, what? That was what made me think of making Big Montana copycat to begin with. And so I had to get one of those because I love it. And so that's just a simple toast the bread, horsey sauce, warm the meat for that one. That's really why it's so quick. Here, I should have turned the angle of the camera a little bit, but so put the peppers and onions on the other one. And they don't need any sauce or anything. And that one doesn't need sauce or anything. It's just so good all by itself. So there we have it. Philly cheesesteak on the left, Big Montana copycat on the right. Husband and I ended up loving them both, but Philly cheesesteak was the winner in this house, even though we love them both. So, except giving bites to the dogs, they couldn't have the Philly cheesesteak since onions are toxic to dogs. Always remember that when they're, not fully cooked. Thanks for watching.